Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing another Smite game, sorry about that. We're doing another Smite game and this is another high level Smite game. Yeah, we're going to start off watching the map a little bit, seeing everyone stream out of the base. Yeah, here we have Zapman. He is actually playing Bakasura once again. So yeah, one of his favorite champions, I knew that, but yeah, definitely not the only one he plays. And yeah, I don't really know these guys, but some of them are really famous, especially because of their streams, of course. And we are going to rush over to the other base and see who is here. We have Wolfy here, he is famous. And then, I don't know this guy. Random guys all the way. Let's see. Ponpon, of course we've seen him. And MattyPocket, also a famous player. So yeah, at least 4 famous players in this. And yeah, that is excellent. We will see how that works out. So this is actually Olaf. Okay, sure, why not? And yeah, we have Vamana here as well. We're going to go with Vamana, I guess, for now. Oh, he's recalling? No. That would be stupid. So no, nobody's coming in for now. Yeah, they just have a free reign over their blue buff. Of course, coming in at this point would be kind of yeah, risky, because you have about a 50% chance of winning the team fight, and you have about a 50% chance of getting the buff. So yeah. On the other hand, if there are, now you have a less than 50% chance to win, because you don't know whether there are 3 or 2 guys in this part, and if you come in with 3, of course you're going to lose the other. Well, well, your team may pick up an extra kill here, but you may also lose an extra buff or not get an extra buff, and that way, yeah, you're kind of screwed. Because the buffs early game are really important, plus they give you extra experience, which is great. But yeah, the extra mana can really put you ahead. And here we have the engage by the blue team immediately going for it. But the red team just striking back, and yeah, that was never going to work out. Of course, yeah, the 2 seconds of extra time gives the Bakasura a little bit of time to try to get the kill on Vamana here. But it did not work out. The jump from Olaf keeping him safe, and Vamana is pretty low, but I think he has some extra potions going. I can't actually see whether he's healing because the numbers aren't showing, but yeah, it seems that he is healing a little bit too fast for normal items. So anyway, we started off with the Void Blade here on Vamana, which is pretty risky. It's a good resist item, of course, and he is up against Bakasura, so I guess that works out well. But yeah, overall, it's not a real starter item. The sprint is a real starter item, so yeah, that is a normal item. Yeah, and Mark of the Vanguard would normally be used. By the way, Vamana either got nerfed or is going to get nerfed in the next patch. He is going to lose 40% on his heal for his ultimate, from 5% to 3%. And that is a huge difference, as you can imagine. I mean, 40% reduction, that is insane. But yeah, the ultimate got buffed the last time. They added the immunity to stuns to it, or well, to any CC really. And yeah, with CC immunity and the huge heal that he gets, it is really not fair. So I do have to agree with the nerf. It's just that 40% seems to be pretty harsh, and I would rather have them see or have them remove that that CC immunity again. Of course, people then kind of ignore him in team fights, but yeah, well, that's the way it goes. I mean, if you pick certain champions are going to be really good in team fights, others are going to be really good 1 versus 1, and Vamana is just really good 1 versus 1, but also in team fights because of that ultimate. So if you reduce the effectiveness of the ultimate, not the heal, but the well, it gives you AoE damage. So you can basically use it to just get that AoE damage. But if you have no stun immunity, you're not going to be able to enlarge the length of that ultimate. And yeah, therefore it becomes less useful against stuns, and you become less useful in team fights. So yeah, I guess they chose to go this way, which is fine. But we'll have to see how much difference the 40% nerf on, well, his main skill is. Not his main skill in lane, but his main skill in general. Because that is what makes him very tanky. That is what allows him to stay alive. And of course here we're going to go big, and we're going to run out, maybe survive. I don't know if he's going to, yes, he is going to get a kill even. And oh, getting surrounded by the spikes, and there you go. They knew they were going to stay alive at that point, because no way Ymir is going to pick that up. And a very, very nice job on the entire team. The monkey, of course, coming in to just do some damage, and yeah, that worked out really well. They're going to take out most of this turret with this minion wave, because they have 3 back minions even. So 2 front, 3 back minions, and that should be good enough. Of course, with Thor coming in, the back minions are going to get slain pretty quickly, but they did take out about half the turret, so I wasn't lying too much. But yeah, the Thor coming in kind of, well, ruined their plan of taking out the entire turret. Of course, turrets in this game are a little bit too vulnerable to these kind of attacks. I think they should buff the HP. Because, well, with these, with this low amount of HP on the turrets, or the low armor, I don't really know. Turrets are going to go down instantly. Once you leave your lane, or once you get killed in the mid lane, for example, or like it did here, you're going to lose your turret. That's just it. Or if someone just split pushes, they're immediately going to take out your turret, unless you react instantly. But since there are no teleports available to those turrets, you don't really get the chance to defend that at all. And okay, that makes that the game goes a little faster, but I don't think it's very good to have that. Yeah, that immediate loss of turrets. That's just no good. Anyway, we get a 1-for-1 trade here, and are we going to pick up a second kill? Oh yes, we do pick up a second kill, and the Ra actually healing up a little bit there, and Olaf's going to be fine. I was on his tail to try to follow the fight, but yeah, nobody followed in. So Ra doing a good job of just getting a little bit of a heal, getting a little bit of damage on, and yeah, that made the difference in that team fight. It made that the Olaf actually survived that, and that made it a 2-for-1. So finally, the blue team on the board with that 1 kill. But they're definitely not out of the woods yet. I don't know where he is. Ah, come on. I keep getting lost in this jungle, man. Then I have to find the people on the mini-map, and then I have to find the arrow to see where I actually am and where I'm looking. But yeah, that's the way it goes with a 3D game. It's really hard to do this, to keep track of everything at the same time. And we are going back in lane. The wall goes down. The wall is not good though. And we're going to have to see if they're going to get anything done here. But it seems that Bakasura is the target of choice for these two. But they're not going to catch up. So Ymir then. No, Ymir casting the wall behind him. Which is done, by the way, for those of you who don't know, by casting it under you. So you basically run forward, you cast it as close to you as possible, so looking downwards, and then casting it while running forward, and that way you run over the wall before it spawns, and then it spawns right when you leave it, because that's the way they made it. And it's an awesome trick. It only works if you're not slowed, by the way. If you have a slow on you, then the wall is going to come up in front of you and you're screwed. So keep track of that. And yes, I've had that several times. It really sucks when that happens, but well, that's the way it goes. If you're being a noob like me, then yeah, then that's the way it goes. And anyway, we are currently, yeah, just taking out minions and doing all kinds of good stuff. Mid lane gets a kill there. So 2 versus 5 now, and yeah, not a whole lot of kills in this game, but that's fine. That means that the teams are good, and the fact that it's only 3 kills between them means that, well, 3 kills out of 2, well, considering that one team only has 2, is a pretty big deal. But only 3 kills is like, I don't know, 1500 gold, and that is not a big deal in, well, the overall total. So yeah, the difference in gold, as you can see, is about 2k, and we can easily come back from that. 2 to 6 now, but yeah, well, the Ymir overextending a little bit and then using his ultimate, making that that snare, or no, cage, sorry, from Olaf really easy. And yeah, they were just trying to lure him in, and that indeed worked. It seems that Vamana is going to take out this turret, yeah, and they're not going to be able to get the Bakasura. But yeah, Thor comes in. Thor is going to do some damage, but the sprint is going to save him. It wasn't necessary, the sprint, because they were already falling back, but yeah, you can't see that on the minimap. Plus, you can't see it because it happens behind you, so that's kind of, yeah, let's say, less good plays. No, it's not actually a bad play, it's just not the ultimate play you can make. Yeah, you can't make them in this game because you don't have full information, and that's exactly what makes this game so different from all the other MOBAs. In this game, you don't have the information of what's happening behind you, or around you, for that matter, because you can only look forward. And if you could keep track of things, then even then, you don't know what's happening behind you. So even if you have a ward out, you can't see everything because, well, the coins on the minimap are just too big, and they might want to go to a system like in Dota, where you have small things on the minimap, so small dots on the minimap which all have a color, and then if you press Alt, you see who's who, so you get the coins, and that way you actually can see those small movements on the minimap. You can also recognize everyone on the minimap, well, from their color. But all in all, it's just a better way to, well, get the small movements off with still the ability to see who's who. And wow, a tower dive here, very nicely done. And here you can see the power of that Vamana. Vamana, of course, combines really well with other players because, well, he does a lot of damage, he has a lot of AoE, but he needs some backup because he doesn't have stuns. Well, he has one knockup, I guess, but that skill is normally not used to engage and definitely not used to knock up people during a fight. It's more used to escape and maybe to get into a fight, but then you're not going to use it to wow, I'm getting stuck on a wall here, and the E didn't work. Sorry, yeah, the E didn't work. Which is, of course, our up key. So I'm trying to keep track of everything, and here goes Thor. Hello. Bye-bye. He's jumping into the middle of everything. Ponpon, a little bit of trouble here, but he is going to get out. The Smite, the sprint already back up, and look at that. Yeah, the surrender vote already coming out. I don't think they're going to surrender yet because they're not too far behind. 4,000 gold. Yeah, it is a pretty big deal, but it is still, well, they're still able to come back. And with this being a ranked game, at least, no, I don't know whether this is a ranked game, but I'm thinking it is because there are so many different teams here. So nobody is duo queuing, and I don't think you can duo queue in a ranked game. Not actually sure, maybe you can. So we have some wards coming out, probably from the losing team. Yeah, it is Ymir. Yeah, wards are normally bought by the team that's behind, because they are having trouble controlling the lane, and that of course is is a reason to get the wards. Wards are relatively cheap here. They are 50 gold instead of 75, which we normally see. And yeah, because of that, you can easily buy them when you're behind. And since everyone gets gold in this game, you can even afford them as a support. Well, support doesn't really exist in this game, I guess. There are supporty champions, and yeah, that really doesn't mean anything. So the buff taken here by Monkey, and we can fly through that. Yeah, it's the cooldown buff, that's what I thought. But yeah, well, the Zapman here with his Bakasura going to the other lane. He was getting tired of getting owned, and well, currently the Ymir 0-5, and he is 1-3, so not doing the best of or not really the best of his games, but they can still come back. Yeah, I can still see it. They do have an Agni that's 3-2. There's 7,500 gold, which is yeah, pretty high up there. The 83 of course is more, but that's because he has 7 kills, which is insane. But yeah, if they can handle that guy, then they should be able to make it work. So the ultimate from the Monkey going down, and we are going to run after this one guy trying to get out. The slow is going down, but it didn't hit anyone. It did hit. It hit Wolfy there. So yeah, and Wukong actually really dependent on that that movement speed, because he only has one jump to close the gap. Really nice jump through the wall there, and we're actually going to get out, no problem. I remember that in the beginning, so when this game just came out and I watched my first high-level game from Ponpon way. The Ponpon in this match, obviously. He actually was chasing, I don't remember, I think it was the Monkey. He was chasing the Wukong in one of these coves. So yeah, not this one, but I think it was blue buff, or the red buff. Yeah, it was the red buff, which was still located on the right side of the right lane. And that Monkey didn't know how to jump through the wall to save himself, so he just got killed while standing against the wall. That was pretty stupid, but I remember that because now it's such a standard ability. Everyone knows how to jump through walls, and how to well, which walls are kind of, well, jumpable and which are not. But yeah, in the beginning of the game, obviously nobody knew how to do those things, except for the people that already played 200 games in the first 3 days. But yeah, that it's a little bit of an exaggeration, obviously. But yeah, the people who already played like 50 games, they knew how to jump through the walls, and they knew which walls they could jump through and which they couldn't, and also which buffs were important, which weren't important. How to use wards properly, because there's a lot of room in the jungle to, well, to maneuver, and you have a whole lot of paths through that jungle, and yeah, that is exactly the problem that people were having, and everyone has in the beginning. We have a little bit of a fight over here. But yeah, I remember that because it was, yeah, now it looks so stupid to not know how the jungle works or those kind of things. But yeah, back then that was the way it goes. I don't know if they removed the, I think they did. They had fog in the jungle. It looked terrible, but it's no longer there. And you can see this looks way better. It looks way clearer. I don't know when they removed it, because I kind of got used to it. But yeah, it didn't look good. It in fact looked kind of terrible. And we are going to go on to this fight, which is Olaf and Guan Yu versus just the one guy, Guan Yu, using his ultimate but not catching up for the stun. And oh, for mana going really low. Olaf getting, he's not Olaf, come on. Oh, this guy, I forgot your name, dude. It's not here, it's nowhere. Oh, come on. I'm going to follow the fight first. Hang on. Ponpon is going to get out, no problem. Oh, Odin. Oh, he's not going to get out. The Thor actually doing a good job of jumping on top of him with his ultimate. And they're actually going to get this kill as well. Yep. And that's how you come back. So 8 to 12 now. 4 kills behind still. But the percentage, of course, is way better now. And they are 6k gold behind. But yeah, 6k gold not nearly as much of a problem at 40k gold as it would be at, what were they, 20k, something like that. So yeah, good job. And they are going to make a comeback here. I don't know if they're going to win, obviously, because, well, I don't spoil myself with those kind of results. But I am going to try to follow the fights as much as possible. And I'm going to try to predict what's going to happen, but that does not mean that that is actually true. So normally it's really hard to come back. Where are they? Oh, they're here. Oh, right on top of them. Anyway, normally, yeah, you can predict a little bit at least. Oh, that's the wrong key. Come on, get us up. So, yeah, normally you can predict quite well what's going to happen in fights, but in this case, yeah, because these are all good players, it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen in the end, because, well, these kind of fights, they happen all the time in high level matches, where people just go all in and hope for the best. So they know they have like a 50% chance of winning, and it's all about the details. So if they pull off the details, they're going to win, and if they don't pull off the details, then they're going to lose. If you're behind, obviously, if you're ahead and you have some more, you have more items than your enemies, then yeah, you are going to have a really easy time winning the team fight. Look at that, man! It looks so awesome. Just that lava. Ah, the fire giant goes to the red team, and there we go. 2 people jumping in, and they're going to get killed for free. So the fire giant buff obviously regenerates you, as well as gives you mana and extra damage and blah blah. So they get 3 kills here on the blue team. This was really just silly. The blue team, they had no ward on that on the fire giant, because, well, the red team had a ward on it, and, well, you remove wards when you see them, obviously. So if they just warded there, saw that it was already gone, or that there were, well, the entire team was there, they shouldn't have gone in, basically. Now they lost 3 guys. They're going to lose probably this Phoenix. Well, not probably, they're going to lose this Phoenix. There's really nothing they can do about it. And yeah, with the entire team here, oh, a nice wall there. Yeah, that delayed them for a few seconds, making sure that your team can actually group up a little bit and come back up, but it is not going to matter. The Guardian, the Minotaur, actually getting out of here and chasing everyone into the lane, and he really should be going back now, but he doesn't want to go back. Oh, we get a kill here, and are we going to get this kill? Yes, we are going to get that kill. So 2 red teamers go down, and that was of course because they attempted to get the win here straight away, and as you can see, they didn't do that much damage to the Minotaur. Of course, in my opinion, the Minotaur should regenerate much quicker than this. So it should already be up to full health again. Kind of like the minion camps work. But the Minotaur really is so easy to kill that if you don't let it regenerate straight up, then people are going to have too much of a chance to come back. Oh, I was completely messing up. I was like, huh? The Phoenix got the back up and the towers. But yeah, of course, we were looking at the blue team there, where the Phoenix is still down. Wow, look at that, man. Just kind of useless things in the background, but they make it look so pretty. It's not necessary at all to make these cinematics because nobody ever looks at them, and it adds so much to the game if you do look at them. And look at, yeah, it just looks awesome. Come on, be real. I think this mountain is a little bit too high, but well, that's a choice, I guess. Anyhow, it is currently 10-18. And we are fighting over here, so let's join in the fight. Yeah, we're fighting the Gold Fury, as well as the one guy that was here that actually saw this all happen. The red team gets it, and yeah, just a huge amount of burst damage there to burst down this guy. He did get his ultimate off, but it didn't really matter at that point. So Monkey getting the red buff here, and he should have no problem with that anymore. So yeah, the blue team, red team combination meeting here in the middle. Come on, get us down. Yes, there we go. The key's not really responding well yet. I hope they're going to fix that at some point. And there goes the Guan Yu. He's still alive. Holy crap. There we go, finally. The Phoenix comes back up for the blue team, which is a great thing to happen, because that means that they no longer have to worry about it too much. But there are minions at that Phoenix, and the minions are going to take out that Phoenix if nobody comes there to defend, and they don't have time to defend, because this is going to go, yeah, really the other way. Oh man, the blue team gets completely killed, and yeah, another Phoenix goes down. Yeah, the left Phoenix is, or right Phoenix for them, is also down. Come on, let me just fly through walls, man. And there you go. This time they do get the Minotaur, and yeah, well, you can see all the builds. I will give you the final score screen, but very nicely played. 11-24. Yeah, so they couldn't come back entirely, but they made a great effort at coming back there. And it seems that there you go. Yeah, the Ymir 1-7, that is a score that you should never have. He went 1-5 or something during the laning phase, and if you have that, yeah, you pretty much screw over your entire team, and that is just no good. Bacchus 1-4, that's way more acceptable, also has 1,000 more gold. But yeah, that's the main thing. Everyone here 11 to 13,000 gold, and here just 8,000, 9,000, and then 3 guys over 10,000. But yeah, that's the Gold Fury, and so the difference between that is Gold Fury and Fire Giants, which is kind of a result of you dominating the game. But it was mainly this Ymir giving away way too many kills, making that Bakasura couldn't really do his thing, so he went 2-6 as well. Ymir and Bakasura should be a decent combination. It's not the best, it's a decent combination. It's just that, yeah, mid lane won his lane, I think. I don't know if he, yeah, he has more gold even. I mean, considering this guy got a Gold Fury and a Fire Giant, this gold should be way higher than this gold. But yeah, 5-4 versus 1-2. Yeah, he definitely won that. So the other lane, I don't know exactly, 0-3 and 6-3. So yeah, they kind of played equal, or well, came out equal. And yeah, well, it was just the lane that we were following. Pure coincidence. But yeah, they completely blew it. Anyway, 14k gold between the two teams, and obviously that is a big deal. The 4k that we had earlier, not so much. But they, yeah, in the end game, the Deicides made that they completely pulled ahead, and yeah, anyway. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!